Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to another RWA Productions. And tonight we are joined by Alex Grace, which is from Milwall Podcast. Say good evening, everyone, Alex.
Good evening, everyone. How are we?
And on the left-hand corner, we have our 21st birthday guest, Acacia Cameron Jude. Say good evening, everyone, Acacia.
Evening, everyone.
And on the right-hand corner, we have the unexpected, well, not unexpected, but the normal guest, Liam Keatley. Say good evening, everyone, Liam.
Evening, everyone.
Evening.
In it,
Lauren
Lauren,
Kelly in the
thank you.
live chat there says everyone. And in case your name should be, it's my birthday.
Definitely, Lauren.
Exactly.
Definitely agree.
So, two seconds before we tell you what we're going to do. There we go. Just done it just for a case, yeah, it's my birthday. There you go, just for the one-off. So, Millwall 1, finished Millwall 1, Sunderland 1 down at the Den. And first we will go to our Millwall guest, Alex Grace. What's your thoughts on the 1-1 draw at the weekend?
I thought it was a very combative, very physical, very what I'd call an old-fashioned game of football. It was a very good game of football. First and foremost, I thought both teams played really, really well. Lots of blood and thunder in it. A bit stop-start first half. I think it seemed to be a lot of fouls going in, a lot of different challenges, and nothing was able to flow. I don't think the first half. Obviously, we had the interesting disallowed goal from George Honeyman in there as well. But first half, I felt it was a bit bitty, a bit scrappy, a bit, two teams trying to work each other out. It was very nervous. I don't think either team wanted to lose the game. I think the second half was a lot better. A lot more attacking play, probably a lot more risks, I think, were taken in the second half as well. I mean, you've got to give both teams credit for that. I thought Sunderland's response after going behind was brilliant. I think they pushed their fullbacks up a lot higher after going behind, and they made it really difficult for Milwall in the end. And they got, I think, probably a fair reward in the end when the goal goes in. Poor old Dennis Sirkin. I don't know if he knows much about it, or even if he knows he scored the goal, to be honest. Because he did take a fair whack off George Long. So, but no, I think all in all, I think a point was fair. I think both teams gave it their all and get a brilliant advert for Championship football.
Thank you. We'll go over to Liam Keatley. What's your thoughts on the 1-1 draw down at the Den?
Yeah, as Alexis just said, I thought it should have been a point, but I also feel like Millwall should have also won it. But I always knew it was going to be scrappy because they've got some massive players like Jake Cooper and God knows who else. And it doesn't help that now Millwall's got two former Sunderland players in this squad. So I thought a point was a good result, and a point really.
Yeah, because obviously you've got the two ex-players. You've got George Honeyman and you've got Duncan Watmore, who's just signed from Middlesbrough in the transfer window.
Yeah, I mean, both of those players are interesting players. Both very different types of players. I like George Honeyman. I think he's been a little bit unlucky this season in certain aspects. But I felt he played really well on Saturday, actually. I think his goal, I think in my view, was harshly ruled out. And he's one of those, isn't he? He runs about, he gives you everything, he creates he creates a lot. or he tries to create a lot. As to whether it all comes off is another thing. He's got some very good leadership qualities as well. But look, he's someone who hasn't probably been a main first teamer this year, and that's a shame in some ways because I think he's got a lot to offer the team, depending on where he plays, and because he's quite versatile as well, which is another bonus to him. As for Duncan Watmore, I'm intrigued to see how he develops in a Millwall shirt. I know he suffered badly with injuries when he was at Sunderland. Didn't he do both of his cruciates when he was at Sunderland? So his goal involvements up at Borough wasn't too bad, though. I mean, he had 1 in 4, so it's not too bad in terms of his goal involvements. It'd be interesting to see how he gets on. I liked what I saw of him for the 45 minutes that he came on. Second half, he looks like someone who will get stuck in, who will try and create as much as he can. But it wasn't that one thing that I think the Lions needed in the January window, was someone who could kill off teams, can take a few chances, can be a real thorn in a team side. I'm not sure if he'll be able to do that, but that's something we'll see, I'm sure, over time.
Yeah. What's your verdict on the 1-1 draw at the weekend?
Just like the lad said, I think it was a fair point, to be honest. And I thought the lads did quite well. Well, not quite well in the first half, but it was really scrappy. But like they've just said, Duncan Watmore and obviously Honeyman did really well for Milwall against us once again. But yeah, I think it was a fair point for us. But even though Dennis Serkin's injury was really bad, and hope he's all right.
Well,
pretty sure-
apparently tomorrow night against Fulham, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think he returns on Saturday against Reading. Hopefully.
Hopefully, he'll be fine.
If not, a
then,
QPR game.
Yeah.
Alex, is there any more points on Milwall before you head off?
I do think I'm going to have my say here on this disallowed goal. I think
Okay.
that it was harshly ruled out. I've got to be honest. I've seen it from different angles. I've seen different ways. We at the time when we were at the stadium, of course, we didn't realise the goal was going to be ruled out, and we had no clue why it was ruled out until half time when we got briefed, and we saw the replays as to what possibly it could have been. But yeah, we were a bit surprised because the goalkeeper's he's made the save. I don't think that George Saville being in that position has prevented the goalkeeper from doing his job. I think he's got a bit of a get out of jail free card. I don't think because he saved it, the goalkeeper, he's just saved it poorly. And I have to say, I think they've got out of jail with that and I do think if that goal had been allowed to stand, I do think we could have seen a different side to the game come the second half. I do think it could have been a bit different, especially with Millwall's home record. They could well have gone on and taken the game away from Sunderland at that point, but it changed the aspects a little bit for me. I mean, I wasn't sure what the view was overall, but from my side, I think it was a little bit harsh.
Yeah. Right. My point of view is, before Alex heads away, because he's only available to do 15 minutes tonight, right? My thoughts on the game was first half was a bit scrappy, I'm not going to lie, what all the lads have said and Acacia said. I think the first half was rather scrappy. Obviously, I thought there was a few 50-50 challenges involved as well. Like, was it the yellow card? Was it the other yellow card? Second half, we came out. I thought we'd be fair in the second half until around the 65th, 70th minute. And I think Sunderland just overloaded down the left and the right wings. Obviously, our wing backs will keep pushing up the pitch as well, which made Millwall's a bit difficult. But overall, a point will do for us and a point will do for Milwall as well, because we'll go into Reading and they go into QPR as well on the weekend, and hopefully Sunderland and Milwall can both win at the weekend. So good luck to your team, Alex, for the rest of the season, and take care. It's been really well having you on the show this evening.
Thanks, guys. Likewise, I do wish you all the best for the rest of the season. And yeah, thanks for having me on.
No problem. Take care now. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that's gonna kick him from this side. Yeah, and that was Alex, everyone, from that Milwall podcast. So we move on to Fulham tomorrow evening at 7:45 at the Stadium of Light. Apparently, over 29k has been sold on tickets. Apparently, the Sunderland AFC supporters. Acacia, going into this cup game, would you make changes?
I don't really know, to be honest, because obviously, like we just said, Dennis Serkin's out injured after that goal he scored at Milwall. I would get obviously the young lads in, but obviously some of them can't play. But obviously Joe Gelhardt can, Dan Ballard can. So we'll hopefully can see like Ahmad playing. But we'll have to wait and see what the lineup is tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see what the lineup is tomorrow indeed. Liam, what do you think? Do you think Sunderland will make changes tomorrow, or do you think it'll still stay the same 11, except from this?
Yeah, I think they will, just because I feel we've just played Millwall and we might want to focus on the league just a little bit more, so they won't make many changes, but they might make a couple.
Suggested what you said we will make a couple. What couple would you bring into the squad? What couple would you bring?
Well, at first I thought Gelhardt with cup tied, but if he's not, obviously I'd start him. But I'd also maybe bring that Anderson in at the back, give him a try, and maybe start Ekwa like he did away at Fulham.
Oh wait, yeah, Joe Gelhardt can't play because he's cup tied. I've just remembered.
Yeah, Joe Gelhardt is cup tied occasion.
Yeah.
So you can't able to play Joe Anderson, because it's only the registered squad from the last FA Cup game he's allowed to play. So it'll be some interesting changes. What's going to happen? It's Pritchard.
Yeah. It's going to have to be the same lineup as it was on Saturday. Like Alex Pritchard coming in.
Yeah, he'll come in as the number 10 behind Ahmad.
Yeah.
Obviously start up top. Chris Rigg will be on the bench.
Yep. Paul told me about that.
Obviously,
I was like, oh no, he told me to do it. Good.
Yeah. And apparently, just that was some 17-year-olds on the bench as well. So I wonder who them could be. Is it going to be Zach Johnson, I wonder? Is it going to be Tom Millermas, I wonder? Who do you think is going to be at that bench? We'll see tomorrow.
It'll be Zach for definite.
Are you going to say happy birthday?
Happy birthday.
Okay, yeah, you want to say happy birthday to her?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, and there's me young Harley just saying happy birthday to our best friend Acacia. She likes you on the stream. She likes you on the streams, Acacia. She likes you actually.
Sheffield United used to want to kick off in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I'm just watching the end of Emmerdale at the minute because it's coming on.
Oh, Emmerdale. Yeah, Sheffield United's about to kick off in the FA Cup. And
what do you think of the lineup,
if you
Acacia?
haven't,
that the Adam Davies, I'm sorry, but come on, he's crap as anything. But like I've just said to Lewis on the group chat, it needs to be Adam Davies. 'Cause we can't have Wes Foderingham being out injured again like we did a few seasons ago.
Yeah, because obviously you've got Davis, Basham, Amadeus Dodgich, you've got Egan Robinson, Alexander Burge, Koulibaly, McAtee, and Dyer, and Sharp leading the attack. So
I knew Sharp was
and
gonna.
I'm-
I knew he was gonna start anyway. Sharpy boy. I knew he was gonna start the day after his birthday anyway.
Was it his birthday
Yeah.
yesterday?
then on
Yeah,
the
it was his
bench you've got
birthday, 37 yesterday.
37 yesterday. Bloody heck. We expected a full stadium tomorrow night, Liam, in the FA Cup. Like, we expected a full stadium, or we expected half of the stand only to be open.
50-50 for me. Just usually in the cup games, we do usually have half a stand closed. But I also think just because they've only sold 500 tickets, I feel like we'll sell a little bit more, and especially because we're playing a Premier League club, and yeah, we'll probably sell out maybe 30,000.
Yeah. Apparently, it's going to be 28k down at the stadium, like, so I think that's a
Not too
canny
bad.
enough attendance, to be fair, for a cup
Yeah.
game.
Especially midweek as well.
Not too bad for a cup game. Yeah, especially midweek as well. That's what you got to say.
Yeah.
It's a midweek cup tie against Fulham, and obviously they're only bringing 500 fans up, so that's a bit crazy. But you know what? We've got the home advantage, can win it.
Hopefully, yeah.
So guys, that's about it for this evening. It was just a short pod, and on Thursday for the Reading live stream on Thursday night. So don't forget, guys, to stick around, and we'll joined by Paul Wilson. He'll be back in the studio on Thursday evening. We have Liam possibly could be back on again. 50-50 for a case, actually.
No, I'll definitely be back on. Don't you worry.
On Thursday, whatever you can.
Pat Vernon.
No bother. Are you going to be back on? Are you going to be back on at 7 o'clock on Thursday, or are you going to be on when you get home from work?
Yeah, it'll definitely
don't-
be when I'm
don't worry
back.
if
When
you-
I'm back. Yeah, it'll definitely when I'll be back from work.
Yeah, because don't worry if it's going to be a bit late. I don't worry about it. Plenty of time.
Yes.
Apparently, Morgan says that Burnley's just scored.
I knew
Apparently,
that was going to happen.
against
I knew
Ipswich.
that was going to happen. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Ipswich are going to get
we
battered
all know
anyway.
that Burnley. Yeah, we all know that Burnley's going to win. We all know that.
Yep. Right, I've got to go anyway.
Right then, guys. That's it for this evening.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We'll see you all on Thursday evening for another podcast. Goodbye. Take care. Bye for now.